Hi guys, Mel the Train Tutor here again with a bit of an update. And this update's about Patreon. Now, about a week ago, I put a video up about raising funds to get, doing commissions and doing selling stuff to get to Adepticon. And what you call it, a few people contacted me and asked me if I got Patreon. So I sort of went and had a look at it. And if you don't know what Patreon is, it's sort of like a crowdfunding for artists. I've never been called an art. Well, I have been called an artist before, but that was in my youth. It was a something artist. But it's sort of a funding site for artists. Now, it's probably only going to be of interest to a tiny minority of you. So what does it mean to the majority of you? What does me going on Patreon? Is it Patreon or Patron? Both apply, I think. But what does it mean going on to that to all of you guys? What's it going to mean to my channel? Well, basically bugger all. Okay. I've never been a big believer of exclusive content for one group or charging for content. I've had the facility to have like a mini wargaming vault, a paid for section off YouTube for quite a while. I've just never even looked at it or done anything with it. It's not of interest to me. I've always believed that, that I wanted to share these tutorials, with everyone, not make a buck off the back of them. But Patreon's slightly different, yeah, because Patreon is about supporting what I do for free, which, I can get behind that. And, I'm not asking you, everyone, to get behind it. You're not going to be treated differently, which if you don't get behind it. So on my channel, yeah, me joining Patreon means nothing to you. Okay, it is business as usual. In fact, yeah, it should actually be a positive thing. Yeah, and I'll explain why when I explain about being a patron, which I might as well do now, to be perfectly honest. I'm rambling all over the place, guys. Yeah, I'm not used to this. I'm better, my camera's down, looking at doing terrain than telling you why, all this patron stuff, but barely getting my head around it myself, to be perfectly honest. So, being a patron, what does that mean? Well, you can go to this patron site and the link's down there, yeah, and hopefully it's clickable. If not, just, type it. It's in the description as well. Yeah, got it covered. That sounds so cheesy. Anyway, I'm doing this right. So what's Patreon about? Well, basically you sort of pledge to support a channel and you say, I'll pledge to support, $1 a video. Yeah, and you can cap it so it doesn't get crazy, so $5 a month or, $2 a month. Whatever, I don't mind. I'm not going to judge you based on how much you give me or, I'm not like that. Anything is a bonus, trust me. I can't even believe there's people out there that actually want to support me in that way. So, quite humbling, and at the same time, I am rambling today anyway. Okay, so basically, there's a Patreon page. You can go to support me there and support what I do on this channel, yeah, on there. Now, I'll be using that support to do things like update my equipment and update my computer and get a proper camera and get some proper lights and some proper audio and an actual video editing program that isn't Windows Movie Maker. Drives me nuts. I can't do anything with it. I want to be able to put pictures in so you can see clearly in my tutorials. But that's what I'm going to be using Patreon for, to sort of support, the equipment side, of my channel, what that'll mean is, for all you guys who aren't patrons, you're just going to get better quality videos. It's going to let me do better quality stuff. It's going to let me do it faster. The lights are going to let me film during the night properly, so I can do more detailed tutorials and increase my filming time. So hopefully I'll be able to get a lot more productive. Yeah, it's also going to save me because at the minute I do a lot of like cheap eBay stuff, which sells for next to nothing. I'm working probably 50p an hour. If you work out as an hourly rate, terrain building, it's the life, guys. You come here for the train, you don't come for the money. But I'll be able to cut back on that because I'll have, hopefully, well, fingers crossed, I'll have money from Patreon, yeah, and that'll support the channel and sort of, help me get things and that sort of stuff. So that's what it's all about. So what do you get for being a patron? Because let's be honest, we've talked about what it means, for, everyone, the channel in general. I've sort of explained, what I'm going to be doing with it, but what do you get for being a patron? Well, obviously, undying thanks, really undying thanks. Well, I've already said it, but, it's quite strange for someone to say, yeah, I'll support what you do. But also, because I'm not into the idea of giving two tiers of like people I give content to. produce tutorials for. Yeah, what I want to do is sort of engage with my patrons and use them, yeah, to guide the sort of tutorials and the projects I do. So, although you won't be getting exclusive content, well, you'll be getting exclusive chats with me. Even though I talk to everyone anyway, I'll be dedicating a lot of time to helping you out and that sort of stuff. But you'll be able to say, well, I'm interested in this. Could you do tutorials on this? And yeah, we can sort that. And rather than me sitting here wondering, right, what do I do next? Yeah, I'll be hitting my patrons up and letting them guide me. So that's Patreon, guys. The address is patreon.com/the terrain tutor, as it is everywhere. Yeah, the link below, link in the description. Go check it out if you're interested. You're under no obligation whatsoever to support me, yeah? If you do support me, then you have genuinely my undying thanks, even if it's just £1 a month, yeah? And you can cap it so it doesn't run away, so don't worry, yeah? Because I wouldn't want you worrying. And just check it out, guys. The link's below, yeah? If you're not interested in supporting me on Patreon, no worries, yeah? It's not going to change anything, guys. Tutorials will keep going to flow in. Yeah, I've got tons. I'm actually ahead of the game. I've got a few filmed, so I know you've got at least a couple more tutorials coming because they're already filmed and ready. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling. Listen, have a cracking weekend. Check out the link if you'd like. If not, then have a cracking weekend. You'll probably see me again before Christmas, hopefully. And if not, listen, have a brilliant Christmas, guys. All the best. Ta-ra.